board. So we are going to do this. Okay, very important, both theory wise and also the what do you call the program wise. So let me move the screen a little bit. I hope it's going. Okay, we're back. Okay, see, this was the last example we took. The diagram you can see with regard to how you can do with regard to traveling salesman. From starting from vertex 1, you have 3 choices. Either go to 2, 3 or 4. From you have only 2 choices. See, what is the purpose of all this? From 1, you have 2, 3, 4, 5. Then from 2, you have only 2 choices only, 3 or 4. What is the way of talking about it? It's very simple. 2, okay, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4. Like that, you need to pick up all the cities with you. And obviously, you need to end up at the last place, which is with regard to your source vertex. Okay, you need to come back to your source vertex. So that is what we did with regard to this. And for wrote even the formula with regard to this source vertex 1. What was the formula with regard to source vertex 1? For source vertex 1, you can see I choose start with 1. Okay, then I have the choice for all the 3 cities. Either I can go to up to 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, that is what you clearly see here, that I can go up to either 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, so that's, and that is what is been written here also. Now see this, you had 2, you had 2, 3 or 4. Okay, so that was only written in the formula. This is this formula which you are seeing now. The formula which you are sort of seeing now, this one is a formula with regard to if you take source 1 as the vertex. Okay, you see 2, 3, 4. So I have written that only here 2, 3, 4. Then what is the next thing? The formula for that clearly says you are going to pick up among these 2, 3, 4. Okay, see this, you are going to pick up the one which will be having the minimum cost. So for that, what you see, cost of 1 to k. What is this k? K can take either 2 or 3 or 4. Cost from 1 to k, so it is 2, 3, 4. And the cost right from k. What is the meaning of that? If you take 2, what is the cost from here to down? If you take 3, okay, what is the cost from 3 to downside? Okay, that you need to figure out like this. So those things you got to know that. Okay, that from k, what are the other costs that you have? So that you got to know. 3, 4. Then if you have chosen 2 here, then the remaining would be 3 and 4. That's all. See, if you have chosen 2 here, remaining would be 3 and 4. Or if you chosen k here, what will be this? This will be nothing but, okay, the entire set, then minus k. Okay, what do you call it? Entire set, this 2, 3, 4. Okay, see this. If you are choosing 2 here, what will going to happen? You will be having 2, 3, 4 minus k. Okay, to get 3, 4. So the entire set minus k. This is what you sort of came across. Now this is with regard to what? Source 1. We'll not have source 1 every time. We'll have different ones. So but I have to generalize even further. That was done using this formula with TM. G of IS is equal to minimum value of, you can see very clearly that I have written instead of 1, I have taken this as I. So I can be any source vertex. And then all other things will remain the same. S minus Ks will be representing your all the set of vertices. In this case, it is 2, 3, 4. Okay, I is nothing but your starting vertex. You see, this is more of a recursive formula. Now, what is the meaning of recursive formula? You're figuring out the cost of this. Okay, again, the same thing is coming right here. Again, the function is calling this one. And this will be keep on happening like this. Again, this will be calling next one. Again, this will be calling next one like this. It will be keep on happening till you reach the dead end. What is the dead end? Or you reach this place. You reach this one. See, you see this place. Till there, it will be keep on. Okay. So till here, you have to keep on figuring out the values of it. Once you got this, then all other values will be coming through like this. Okay, so this is what we are going to see now. Okay, unfortunately, we lost a lot of time. So we need to figure out how you are going to do this today. Okay, let me take the same old example. Okay, same example with diagram and figure out what we are supposed to do with this. Okay, so let me write my input. What was my input for this? My input was a very simple thing. Okay, so I'll have my first thing is what is the thing they will be giving you? They'll be giving you the adjacency matrix or cost matrix. So how many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And they gave you the cost matrix also. What was the cost matrix values? Okay, so let me write those values. Okay, 0, 10. You know, yesterday I told you very clearly 1 to 1, why it is 0 and all. If you are in a particular city and if you want to go to your own city in the same place, you're not going to spend any money, right? So that is the reason you will be having a self loop. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, like that will be having the value will be equal to 0 only. Okay, so this was my input. Okay, then for this we even wrote what is known as the dynamic programming representation or using a tree structure. So I'll be taking my source as I'll be taking as 1 itself. Okay, so for we did it from 1, I could go to 2, okay, then 3 or even for 4. 3 choices. Then from 2, I can only go up to 3 or 4. Okay, from 3, I can go to either 2 or 4. From 4, I can go to 2 or 3, nothing more. Okay, see from 3, where I can go? Be careful here. 1, 4. 1, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 3, 4. You have to go to 3 only. 3 or no, 2 only. Okay, then 1, 4, 2. You have to go only up to 3. 1, 4, 3. You can go only up to 2. Okay, very important for you to sort of figure out all these things. One second. What is this? Okay, let it be anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Track is fully done. 1, 2, 4 fully done. 1, 3, 2, 4 done. 1, 3, 4, 2 done. Okay, then 1, 4, 2, 3. 1, 4, 3, 2. Everything is done. Okay, yesterday I talked to you about how many number of combinations you get also. You get what? You get up to n minus 1 combination. That's everything. Okay, now the job. Now the job is to make sure that we figure out our important thing with regard to minimum cost. And for of course, you need to go for the source matrix again. So everything will be having your 1 only. Okay. Now what is the next thing? Next thing I told you very clearly. Okay, this is with regard to figuring out the entire thing using a tree structure, but we need to figure out which is the minimum cost, which will be giving you the minimum shortest path. Okay, traveling salesman. So for that, just now I talked to you about the general formula of it. What was the general formula? The general formula came like this. Cost of, okay, I minus, sorry, I and S. I being your starting vertex, S is a set of remaining vertices equal to minimum of what? Cost of from I to K. K will be any matrix, any vertex that will be chosen. Okay, plus G of, you start from K, then S minus K. Okay, so I will write it in square brackets. This is a very simple formula. Now this K can be anything, right? K can be anything. Okay, so what we are going to do now? For this input now, we are going to figure out these values. How many values you get? You get a lot of values. Okay, you get a lot of values, but we need to figure out how you're going to do it and all. Okay, so let me take one example and we are going to figure out how it's all done. Okay, so please zoom in if you can't see, because I need a lot of screen space to figure out each and everything. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, let me figure out how this is all done. Very simple thing. I'm going to write each and every values of it using this formula. So first thing you can do is, first thing is G of, I'm going to start my starting vertex with regard to 1. What will be the remaining vertex? Remaining vertices would be 2, 3, 4. No doubt in that. Okay, equal to minimum of, okay, minimum of cost of C. Okay, then what is the starting vertex? 1. What is the one I'm going to take? See, among 2, 3, 4, you need to figure out for each and everything. Keep that in mind. Okay, you need to figure out for each and everything. So first thing is, I'm going to do it for 2, uske baad 3, then 4, like that. Okay, so this will be 2 plus G of whatever you took here. K you took it as 2 here. Okay, K you have taken as 2 here. So what is going to happen? The same thing only is going to come. Okay, so 2. What will be remaining after when you take S as what? S is 2, 3, 4. So S minus K is 3, 4. Correct? Is nothing but 3, 4. So can write that 3, 4. See, done. Very clearly done. Okay, but you can see very clearly from 2 either 3 or 4. We'll see that later. We'll see that later. Okay, so let's keep this in mind. Now again, this is not the end of it. You can have even the other ones also. What are the other ones you can have? This is with this one. The other one is minimum of C of 1, 3. So what is the meaning of this? Here I am taking K as equal to 2. Here I am going to take K as equal to 3. Because you need to represent for each and any one of it. 2, 3, 4. From 1 you can either go to 2 or 3 or 4. Okay. So C of 1, 3. Plus G of, be careful, 3. What is the remaining vertices you will be having? 2 and 4. This is also done. Then again, minimum of C of 1, 4 plus G of 4, remaining vertices 2 and 3. So this is also done. K is equal to 4 now. Okay, everything is all done. See, from here, starting from here, I had the choice to go for 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4. When I took 2, okay, this one. This is the equation I got. When I took 3, this is the equation I got. When I took 4, this is the equation I got. So now your job is, if you take 2, there are other 2 options. What are the 2 options? 3 and 4. Check here, 3 and 4. If you take 3, again 2 options, 2 and 4. Check it, 2 and 4. If you take 4, 2 options, 2 and 3. Check 2 and 3. So what we can do, this formula, using this formula, we can find out the values of each and everything like this. Correct? Okay. So how many things you are going to get? You're going to get a lot of equations. What you're going to show in exam, you can show at least for one complete equation. So what I'll do now, I'll do very simple thing. I'm going to take at least for 2 now, and I'll show you, how it is working. Okay, so what is the equation I got for 2? Let me go and check here. So what is the equation I got for 2? I got this equation, right? What is this? So I'll write it here. The equation I got was with regard to like this. See, I'm talking about this one. Okay, so here I can easily say minimum of C of 1 or 2, the value is known from me, right, from the cost matrix, but this I don't. So this I'll again write it like this. What is the way of writing it? G of 2, comma, okay, see this 3, comma 4. What is this? Same old formula I'm going to apply it here for these two. So what is going to happen with regard to this? Minimum of same thing. Now see so here you have the source as 2 here. Okay, same thing we're going to come C of 2, comma 3. If I take 3 plus G of 3, comma, what will be remaining? If you take, okay, if you take 3 and 4, then you minus 3. What will be remaining? Only 1, which is 4. Correct? Simple. Over. If you take k is equal to what? Equal to 3. Then if you can take 4 also. So what is going to happen? Minimum of C of 2, comma 4 plus G of what is going to happen? 4. See, I'm writing k there. Okay, always write the values. Okay, if you keep on writing general, this is what happens. Okay, see 4, comma 3. Same color. 4, comma 3. If you take k as equal to 4. Okay, this is also done. This is also done now. Now what is the next thing? See, again G is coming. Wherever till you have G, you have to keep on doing it. Again G is coming here. So I'll figure out that value now. What is going to happen? G of 3, comma 4. What is 3, comma 4? Okay, I need to figure out that. So I again put this, same old formula right here. Okay, I'm trying to figure out for this one. Put the same old formula right here. So what is going to happen for me? I am going to get with regard to this as C of or minimum. You can take that also. Okay, 3, comma 4, the same value plus G of, okay. See, I'm going to take the value now. What is the value I've taken? 4, because here I've taken this as K. 4, comma from 4. See this, understand this, 4 minus 4. Or in other general terms, yes minus k. Yes, here is nothing but 4 only. 4 minus 4, 0. In split, in sets terms, what you call this? You don't call it 0 and all. You call it something else. What is that something else? You call it as null. Okay, you basically call this entire thing as null. Okay, so what is going to happen for this? G 4, comma, what is the value you're going to get? You're going to get null. Okay, you're going to get it as null here. What is the value that you're going to figure out? Now your job is to make sure that you're finding out the values, because between this you don't have anything. Okay, you don't have anything among these two. Okay, so once again, there's a problem today with regard to Teams. Okay, and I don't know with my Teams or it's with everyone's, and also with regard to next thing is Microsoft Whiteboard. Okay, some problem, some lag. Okay, so what is going to happen here? Okay, this is with regard to null set. Okay, now why I have not written minimum at the last? Because there's only one value that is going to happen here. Okay, so check here what is going to happen here. So please zoom in because I want the entire screen here. So what is going to happen here? Check. What is the value you're going to get? Cost of 3, comma 4. Where do I get that cost of 3, comma 4? Right in my input. See 3, comma 4. What is the value I get? 3, comma 4 is nothing but equal to 12. Okay, is nothing but equal to 12 plus cost of from 4 to null. 4 to null means nothing. 4 to null means you are going back to which what is known as can't go anywhere, right? You can't go anywhere. So keep that in mind. Can't go anywhere. So where you can go? You have to go to what is known as starting vertex only. Because after the dead end of 4, once you reach 4, you can't go anywhere. You have to go to the starting vertex only. So if I'm going to the starting vertex, 4 to null, which is nothing but 4 to starting vertex. What is my starting vertex? 1. So if I'm going from 4 to 1, what is the value I have? 8. Okay, so can I write that 8 right here? Also, what is the value you get? 20. So G 3, 4 is nothing but 20. Can I apply this 20 in this equation? If I apply that in this equation, what is going to happen? Okay, figure out this. See, you have to do it even for this also again. Okay, even for this also you need to show. So I'm going to take one example. I'm doing it. Okay, for this, if I put these values, what is going to happen? See, G of 2, comma, or else I'll put directly. Okay, I'll put it directly itself. So what is going to happen? I'm going to write it here. Please understand. I'm going to put the values for this and I'm going to write it here itself. So what is going to happen? Minimum of cost of 2, 3 plus your G of 3, 4. G of 3, 4. What is the value you get? Minimum of what is C2, 3? Let me go back to my screen and check. 2, 3. 2, 3 is equal to 9. So I'll write that 9 right here. Okay, it's nothing but equal to 9 plus 3, 4 is nothing but equal to 20. What is the value you get? 29. Okay, I got my value as 29 now. What is this? This equation. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I got equal to what? 29. Where should I apply this? I have to apply this in this equation. Check here. So if I apply that value right here, what is going to happen? Minimum of what is 1, 2? Again, check 1, 2. 1, 2 is nothing but equal to 10. So I'm going to write that 10. This one 10 plus G of 2, 3, 4. You got the value here. G of 2, 3, 4. What is the value you get? G of 2, 3, 4. The value you got it as 29. Minimum among 10 plus 29. What is the value you get? 39. You got the values with regard to this. If you choose k is equal to 2, what is the value you get? You get 39. So if I go on top like this, what is the value I'm supposed to get? I'm going to get the value as 39. Okay, I'm going to get it as 39. One is over. Like this, you need to do it for each and every equation. So how much time it takes? It takes a lot of time, but you have to do it. Okay, you have to do it. And my suggestion is in exam, you have to supposed to show at least one loop like this. Okay, what is the loop you did now? You did the loop which was only this one. You need to show for at least the entire one loop. So which basically means if you're choosing 2 here, you have to choose the values with regard to 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4 is to 1. What is the cost here? Which got it now. Okay, and also you need to show it for 1 is to 2 is to 4 to 3 to 1. What is the cost you get? That also you need to show. 2 things you need to show. So these 2 things you need to show. But if the question is for more than 8 marks, more than close to 10 marks or 8-10 marks, then it's always advisable for you to go for even this also. Just, it's a recursive value. See, you just got to know it, okay, very clearly here that you get at the last, then put that value in the previous equation, then again put that value in the previous equation like that. You need to figure out for each and everything. So in the notes, how do you think it will be? I'm not going to go like this. It's all messed up here. Okay, in notes, how do you think it will be? The notes will be written in a way it will be, in a very simple step-by-step procedure. So if I have a tree like this, 1, 2, 2, 3, and of course 4. So from 2, okay, there are 3 parts. Sorry, 2 parts. 3, 4. From here, there's only one way possible. What is that one way possible? 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, you have to go to 1. From 1, 2, 3. From here, it is 1. Okay, then from here, you have again 2 parts. Okay, 1, 2, so 2 and 4. Here again, from here, it is only one thing. Okay, 1, 3, so obviously 4, then again 1. here it is 2, then again 1. What we'll do? Like this, you have to do it for 4 also. Okay, write it. Okay. Now what we have to do? We are going to take 1, then 2, 3, 4. Choice will be between 2, 3, 4. Next thing is we are going to take 1 and 2, which is this path. Okay, we are going to figure out the values of this one and also this one. So that we'll do first. Then we'll come back, we'll put the equations with regard to 3. We are going to find out the values of this and also this. So how many will be there? If you take 1, 2, 3, 4, you need to get, see, the equation with regard to this, then from here to here, then from here to here, then from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equations in one root, 4 equations in other root, 4 in other root, 4 in other root. So total, I'll be giving you 12 equations. I'll not be doing for this. Why 12? Because we need to think of a worst case complexity or worst case possibility that they may ask you for 10 marks and they expect you to write at least 12 equations. So after these 12 equations, what you can write? You can write one simple thing, okay? Similarly, you can write the values for this. Anyway, you would have done it manually. Same values only you can write it here. Okay, same values only you can write it here. That would be giving you the entire answer. So only I told you, it's always a good practice that you figure out how to do it manually. If you can do it manually, so you know the values of that can be easily placed inside the formula. Okay, that's very important. Okay, very important for you to figure out this. So what is the next part in this? Okay, next part, what you are supposed to get in this? Very simple. Once you got your traveling salesman problem, okay, manually you know what is the input, what is the output, everything you know. What is the minimum among that also you got to know. Okay, what is my advice? Always figure out which is the minimum you get and try to show that minimum using the formula. You would have done it before itself using your manual interventions. So that only you try to show it using your formula. Then it will not be a problem.